Welcome. I am producer BMT, or you can call me Brian. That is my real name. Today I'm here to show you how to do vocals in Sonarx2. And before we continue, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit this bell down here and subscribe for more videos to come in. This is a choir that I did some days back, and people have been asking me how I do it. So I thought that it will be good if I show you people how I did this thing and how I do it. Okay, here is a choir. It is a Kikuyu choir. I think we can go straight to the work so that you can see and we can go through together. Welcome. I've sampled them so that you can hear them without any instrument because you're working with vocals only. Okay, here we go. Okay, you can hear that it has some reverberation and whatever. So I want to take you step by step on how I did this. Okay, the first thing here, there are some effects that I like using, but I don't specify these effects because I do many things here. I record choir, I record solo songs, I do rap music. So these effects depend on the type of music you are doing. I cannot use the same effect that I use in choir. I cannot use it, or I cannot apply it in rap song. Okay, okay, there are others that can fit, but not all. Here I want to start with the first voice, which is a soprano. Yeah, we're gonna start with the soprano here, the soprano one. You see, though this person sang in a low voice, yeah, but we did something here. Okay, I want to uncheck all the effects that I use here so that you can hear the difference. So I can uncheck this exciter, reverberation, and you can hear it now. You see, it's just work boring, you see. So here I start with exciter. This HF exciter, you'll find it here, and you'll find it in Cakewalk. When you come to Cakewalk, you'll find there HF exciter. This is the one. So we open it, the HF exciter. When I twist it there, you can hear the difference. So the exciter opens that vocal, you see. So I use that exciter and you play with it to find the better, you know. Okay, your ears must be good to differentiate the sounds, you see. Okay, now that was the first effect. That is with the effect, and without effect, I think you can hear the difference. So, and I came and added an FX reverberation too. This FX reverberation too comes from the Cakewalk still. I like this Cakewalk effects because they're very effectful when you apply them, you see. This is the FX reverb. So I came and applied it here without reverberation, with the reverberation. So this reverberation can work a lot of things, and it has many presets. All these are presets that you can use, though they have slight difference, but they both work. Can you add the reverberation so you can hear the difference? You hear it's like in the hall, so we don't want it to be very wide open. That is. Then the last effect that I use here in soprano, okay, it is a vintage. I like vintage because vintage also has wonderful effects. You see, the vintage can work a good work too. Yeah, it is like what do you like? Can you say honey? Oh no, but here we are working with music software, so we don't have to talk about food here, okay? So anyway, here we have vintage, without vintage, with vintage. I think you can hear the sound has been boosted a bit. So the vintage is always there. The vintage is not from the cakewalk, but it is there like a effect, and can work also like a synth. Yeah, so this vintage has many presets too. I like using this soft vocal, but I have many choices. I can use the soft vocal with air, generic, magic lift, master mix, but now it's also good to use the default so that you can twist it yourself to find the best thing that you want from it. Now here I use the soft vocal with air. So this soft vocal with air has a wonderful effect, so that it works perfectly. Just hear it. And you can also twist and add clip. So we don't want our vocals to have clipping, so we have to reduce it to 0.40. Yeah. I did the same. So doing the same is copy pasting. You copy paste. You see, copy pasting is you hold the control and you drag it. You see, yeah. And so because we already have it there, it's nice. So we can open all our sopranos and hear the magic. We have another one here. Okay. Here we can open this soprano too. I think both sopranos I use the same effect. Fine. So that is soprano. Now let us leave alone soprano. Now let's explore the alto. Now we're coming to the alto voice. So the alto here, alto speaks lower. Okay, alto is lower than soprano, but it follows the soprano. You see, the soprano is the highest pitch in music. Yeah. So I think you have to enjoy it. Okay, now we come to alto. Alto, we solo. See, it's lower. It's a bit lower. That is soprano. So they go as they lower down. So I use the same effect, but here I twisted them a bit so that they cannot be the same. So you'll tell the difference between alto and soprano. So like here vintage I use the loud mix because loud mix boosts. You can ask me why the gain is negative 4.20 dB, because the loud mix is very louder. When I keep that there, it will be louder. And we want to balance the voice. That's the work of the producer, balancing the sound so that one will not be louder than others, one will not dominate others unless it is soloing, you know. Soloing means that it is the main voice. The main voice usually must be higher a bit than the backups, you see, because that one is what you want to hear. Now here I've shown you how to get this. So it is the same thing. Okay, let's go to bass. And now that is with effects, and you can hear it from one side, from left more, because I pan them. I'll show you the console. Now here we are going to the yeah. So here we open this one, you see the exciter still there, the reverberation still there, but this reverberation I use another preset. So, and we come to vintage. I use the master mix. You see now I use different presets. The master mix too is good. Now let's finish that because it is the repetition of the effects. Now we come to the console. And you can ask me, what is this up down here? It's called this one is another technique of mixing. Okay, I combined all these voices, this the soprano, the alto, the tenor, and the bass. I combined them and I exported them as vocals only. And I did another thing in FL Producer. You know, FL has some effects that they don't fit in Sonarx2, but they are better too. So this one, I use the exciter, not the exciter, but the stereo enhancer. The stereo enhancer is found in FL. Now, here is what we can hear. Can I boost it so that you can hear it nicely? I think it is quietly opened in both speakers. You can hear the vocal running from left to right speaker, from right to left speaker. So that is the work of stereo enhancer. So when we mix both them, now after applying the stereo enhancer in FL Producer, I exported it back to Sonarx2. You see, now it's another work, but because you need the quality, now we can play the So somebody may ask me, what is panning? Because I've talked about panning. Panning is moving the sound from one side to another, or, okay, it is processing your sound or vocal or a song according to how you want it to be heard. So, for example, here, you can look here. Oh, this is very far, yeah? This is singing from left. You see? It is from left. And this one, singing from right. You see? So, I did this so that this song can be heard nicely in a very good range. When we play God, we are from left and right, they are stable. See? Then, doing this, they become hectic. So, you try to balance it. That is 49, 53. Then we do it again, 53. You see? Yeah. 53 or even 52, it's better. So here it is 53%. Okay, you can ask me why I did this alone. This is an alto. I recorded the alto so that I pan 2 left, right, and 1 in the center. Okay? You see, you can hear it. Okay, now this was a short tutorial about balancing yeah, thank you very much for watching this. and I welcome you again in my channel. And always be free to ask questions. Drop your comment down here and we shall communicate. By the way, I like talking with people. I like interacting with people, you know. That is our work. Because in the studio we interact with many people, artists. Others just come to ask questions, you see, and we appreciate, because you know that we are doing these things together. Welcome again, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit this notification bell. Thank you for watching me. See you next time. May God bless you.